Hello, church. Welcome to Spark. It is so good to be here with you on this Monday morning. The sun's shining. It's beautiful outside. And I thought, wow, what a beautiful day. And the sunbeams were streaming in the sanctuary here through the stained glass. So I thought maybe we could share that visual together. It is good to be here. It is wonderful to be back in the house of the Lord again. It is good to be here to worship today. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some quiet time. And I know you're thinking to yourself, I have so much time on my hands now, I don't know what to do with it because I'm stuck in my house and I can't go anywhere and I can't do anything. We can't go to the movies, we can't go to restaurants, we can't do any of those things. But there's still so much that we can do. And I would encourage you during this time of isolation, this time of social distancing, this time of being stuck in your house, to dive a little bit deeper into God's Word, to truly study that Word. There are lots and lots of tools available out there. If you have the Bible app on your phone, there are reading plans that are there. There are Bible studies that are there included in that app. The internet is full of resources as well. Right Now Media, which if you're a member of our church, we have access to Right Now Media. If you don't have that set up, send an email to tech@freddyumc.org and he'll get you the login information there to get you set up with Right Now Media, so that you can tap into some of those resources to really dive into God's Word. But man, as we're diving into God's Word, we also need to dive into prayer. I know for our Maundy Thursday observation here at the church, we had a prayer vigil that was going on, and prayer is such an important and powerful tool. Jesus himself, as he was spending time in the garden, praying so hard that he was bleeding and praying that the Father's will would be done. Man, what if we prayed like that? What if we prayed that the Father's will be done in whatever situation we find ourselves? Maybe we're a little anxious right now because we've not received our stimulus check from the government yet, and there's some bills that are coming due, and we're not working right now because of the shutdown, and we're just not quite sure where to turn. I would encourage you to turn to God for some guidance there. Pray that his will would be done in your life. Pray that regardless of our earthly situation, that you trust the creator of the universe, that you trust God in his wisdom and his caring for us, that his will is better than even our own will or what we desire for our own lives. So spending some time in the Word, spending some time in prayer is absolutely critical and crucial to growing our relationship. And it is truly an act of worship as well. And as I said, Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane was praying and praying fervently, and his disciples couldn't even stay awake for a couple hours. How true is that of us? We get complacent in our faith, we get comfortable, we get to a point where we're longing for the old things, the old ways. But truth be told, when we were in those old ways, we really were kind of bored of them. We really were kind of complacent in our faith, where we weren't truly pushing in to God and pursuing him as he pursues us. It made me think about some old hymns, some music that I could remember hearing my grandparents play, and one of my grandparents' favorite hymns was In the Garden. And I'm going to sing that here in just a few minutes today, but just kind of rekindling some of those memories of early faith and the true love that comes from family, from faith, from a relationship with Christ. God calls us to love the Lord, right, with all our hearts, all our soul, all our mind, and all our strength, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. We have to kind of be creative now on how we love our neighbor, because we really can't go and spend time with them. We really can't go and give them a big hug or a firm handshake, right? Because of the restrictions on travel and self-isolation and quarantine and all these things. But man, there are many, many other ways that we can bless and love our neighbors in this time of chaos and turmoil and uncertainty. We can share that voice of reason, that voice of truth, that firm foundation on which we base our foundation, our faith, which is Christ. On Christ we build our faith, that solid rock. So we think about all these opportunities, but then we have to act on them. We have to actually follow through, and I would encourage you to do that today. Talk to somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Wave at your neighbors as they're pulling out of their driveway. Send an encouraging note, etc., etc. There are countless ways that we can do things for one another. Would also like to invite you this Wednesday, 7 o'clock, we will be doing our second live stream for our Ignite worship service. We would love to have you join us. Come for our drive-through peace meal. That is from 5 to 6. We want to make sure everybody has time to get back home. So our worship service will begin at 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. And we would love to have you tune in and worship live with us here in the sanctuary at FUMC, in your living rooms at home, wherever you happen to be. We're still connected through the Spirit of Christ and that worship that we show God the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. So won't you join us Wednesday at 7 o'clock for our live stream event here at the church. It'll be on our Facebook page. If you can't catch it, or if you don't have Facebook, right afterwards it will be posted to our YouTube channel, so you can check it out there, but it will not be live on YouTube. So just some technical things that we're learning, we're overcoming as things progress. But let's worship together now as we sing of our faith. I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses. The voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God disclosing, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other's ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet, the birds hush their sing, and the melody that He gave to me within my heart is ringing, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, another has ever known. I'd stay in the garden with Him, though the night round me be falling, but He bids me go to His voice, oh, His voice to me is calling, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. And He walks with me, and He talks with me, He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Hope you have a blessed day, church. We'll see you on Wednesday.